Hello, my name is Christian Plesch, and this video is an overview of search engine marketing using Google Ads. We will start with a quick introduction to what search engine marketing is, take a quick look at the Tartan Pachyderm website that is the focus of the advertising campaign, provide a brief introduction to Google Ads and the advertisements that were used, show how advertisements were targeted to specific demographics and audiences, then provide a summary of how the advertisement campaign performed using reporting that is available within Google Ads and Google Analytics, and then finally wrap up with a few key takeaways. According to HubSpot, search engine marketing is internet marketing that increases a site's visibility through organic search engine results and advertising. SEM includes paid search models like pay-per-click listings and advertisements. So why use search engine marketing? Search engine marketing is a great way to increase brand awareness, create more sales leads, and even improve sales. The two main ingredients for a successful online marketing campaign include a web presence and online ads. People use web searching to find products, services, phone numbers, and map directions to physical locations. The more the web presence is professional and credible, the more likely to convert someone from being a web searcher to becoming your customer. Excellent content is a necessity. The second ingredient is the web-based advertisement that promotes your product or service. Much like the web presence, excellent content within the advertisement is a necessity too, and should be related and relevant to the content the user is searching for. Although this video highlights Google Ads, there are many online advertising opportunities you should review. A few large online advertising options include Facebook, Instagram, Amazon, and Microsoft Advertising, formerly Bing Advertising. Depending on the campaigns being run, multiple online mediums should be considered. You should not feel tied to using only one advertising method. The website that was advertised is the Tartan Pachyderm. This is the online web presence and storefront for the author Angie Plesch. The site provides an author blog and product pages that are also the landing pages for the advertisements. From the landing pages, a user can sample the book or even purchase the book via Amazon.com. The website was developed using the new Google Sites platform because of the simplicity and ease of creating a website that allows the builder to generate and deploy pages that are optimized for mobile, tablet, and desktop all at the same time. The domain name was also purchased through Google Domains, and no copyright logos published under CC 1.0 Universal Public Domain Dedication were used to aid with the quick creation and deployment of the Tartan Pachyderm brand. Here are a few other configurations that were completed. First was to set up the website to use the custom URL of tartanpachyderm.com. This was configured within the new Google Sites development platform. This removes the generically created Google Sites URL and gives the website a more professional web presence. Second was to create a Google Analytics account and assign the Google Analytics tracking ID to the website. This was also configured within the new Google Sites development platform. Third was to create the Google Ads account. Then, within Google Ads, the Google Analytics tracking ID was associated to the Google Ads account. Finally, was to go into Google Analytics and then also associate the Google Ads account ID to the Google Analytics account. A social media presence was also implemented in order to provide additional traffic to the Tartan Pachyderm website. Social media sites were created for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. For this experiment, advertisements were created solely through the Google Ads platform. Google Ads provides the following hierarchy for the ads: campaign level, followed by ad group level. Ads are then instantiated via Google through specified keywords, and the ad groups can be run for specified audiences and demographics. Starting simple, I had a single campaign titled Individual Story Sales, and within that a single ad group called Reshaping the Prince, which is the title of one of the short stories being sold. The keywords related to the product being sold. In this case, a book that was a twisted fairy tale suitable for young adult readers interested in fantasy and romance and looking for short stories. This slide shows the responsive display ads that are auto-generated based on various images I uploaded and assigned as either logos or images. For logos, I used the Tartan Pachyderm branding, and for images, I used sections of the book cover. This slide shows examples of the responsive search ads and the expanded text ads. In defining demographics for where the ads should run and who they should be shown to, I limited the ads to show only in the United States, and over time I added restrictions for age groups for the top 3 groups getting clicks and have the highest click-through rate. I also allowed the display ad to be shown for audiences that have an interest in media, specifically books. When choosing to run the ads, I initially selected for Google to automatically pick the cost per click. A few days into the campaign, I changed to manually set the cost per click because I was noticing that some of the keywords which were listed as having low search volume were costing $2.29 per click. This was much higher than the profit being sold per book, so I manually set those with a low search volume to 2 cents per click, and all the others to the going rate for those search terms, which was nothing more than 27 cents per click. I started the campaign with a $10 maximum spend per day, but then switched to $5 per day once I had made the change from automatic to manual cost per click. Finally, I set a conversion goal within the campaign to understand how potential customers were interacting with the website. I set up a goal within Google Analytics to track users who navigated the website and viewed the page that shows the full listing of books that were for sale. The 2-week campaign resulted in 92 clicks and 11,900 impressions. That results in a 0.77% click-through rate. The total spent over the 2-week campaign was $34.21, with an average cost per click of 37 cents. Breaking down the performance by ad type, the responsive search ad provided the greatest click-through rate of 2.37%. But Google showed the responsive display ad the most. It received 5,689 impressions with a click-through rate of 0.91%. The 3 expanded text ads did not do as well. Although they received a lot of impressions, their click-through rates were 0.84%, 0.43%, and 0.22%. When looking at the keyword summary, note that there are 10,114 display ads being shown, and that is because Google will occasionally show a search ad as a very generic display ad because I opted for search ads to be available on both Google Search and the Google Display Network. The keywords performed very well for the 1,771 impressions and 35 clicks they received through the text search. This resulted in a 1.98% click-through rate. I can also see that the majority of my display ads were run on YouTube channels that promote content shared with my specified keywords. The top 2 channels the ad was seen was English Fairy Tales and Fairy Tales and Stories for Kids. Google Analytics helps measure the activity and web traffic specific to your website. It provides performance measurement for web tracking, answering the questions of how many people visited my website and how did they get here. It also provides information on web activity to answer the questions like, what did these people do once they were on my website? What pages did they visit? How long did they stay? Something else Google Analytics helps with is marketing. What conversion goals were met, and how much did this activity cost me, or how much money did I make because of this activity? There are so many other questions that are answered here as well. These are just a few. Here are the ways that I used Google Analytics to understand how Google Ads contributed to the activity of tartanpachyderm.com. I used Google Analytics for three main functions related to Google Ads. First, I wanted to get an understanding of how much traffic the advertising campaign was driving to the website. As mentioned before, I wanted to know how many users, and of the users, how many were new and how many were returning, how many pages were viewed per session, and how long did people stay on the website. Second, I wanted to understand what percentage of traffic was being generated by the ads versus social media sites or being found through organic web searches. And third, I had a goal of seeing how many users, specifically originating from Google Ads, were engaged with the website such that they navigated to the page that lists all books for sale by the author. Here we see that over the 2 weeks there were a total of 81 users, 77 of which were new for a total of 104 sessions. 1.58 pages were viewed per session, and users averaged 57 seconds per session. The bounce rate for the 2 weeks is 75%. 75% of the people who hit the site do not browse any further. This means I need to find a way to engage potential customers more or make sure my ads are targeting the right audience. This pie chart shows that the majority of the traffic, 39.3%, came from my pay-per-click web ads, and 38.1% came from the display ads. Social media was in third place with 11.9% of the traffic, followed by organic searches, direct access, and referrals. The activity from social media is where the author posted blog entries on the social media channels. This is a good reminder how social media is an area where additional effort should be made for interacting with an appropriate audience to bring potential customers that are interested in the content and likely to make a purchase. I also wanted to measure engagement from the people who clicked the ads and made it to the website. I set up a conversion goal of seeing who also viewed the All Stories page on the website, thinking if they were interested in the story on the landing page, they may be interested in other stories by the author. Using Google Analytics, these types of goals can be tracked and can even be understood in regards to where the traffic was generated, be it from Google Ads, organic searching, or social media. The breakdown shows that 33 users came from paid search, and 5.56% of them completed this goal. Display ads provided 32 users, and 6.25% of them completed the goal. I feel pretty good about the overall 0.77% click-through rate over 2 weeks, especially for a first try. I believe I can work on tweaking the keywords a bit more, and with the display ads getting the most visibility of all my ads, I think I should spend a little more time with them to make sure they are using the descriptions and book quotes appropriately. The responsive part of responsive display ads randomly throws together a few different descriptions, and I think it would be good if I had a little more control over what choices of words end up being shown together in a single ad. Going forward, I would create a more comprehensive campaign that includes Google Ads, social media marketing, and, if staying within the sales of books, then Amazon advertising as a secondary or possibly primary marketing tool. I feel as if I have set up the website well and have each product with its own landing page so I can target specific items, but can also have the ads linked to the main web page if trying to boost awareness of the author's brand. The top 4 takeaways for search engine marketing are as follows. First is good keyword management. It is very important to make sure that the items people are searching for are relevant to the product or service being advertised. Second is great content on the web pages. A professional web page will instill confidence and credibility to the online business. Third is great content for the advertisements. The advertisements should be well written and directly related to the keywords and the content of the web pages. Finally, continually monitoring the performance of the ads during the campaign is important. With information from Google Ads and Google Analytics being available real-time, it is easy to adjust the campaigns to be correctly targeted for better results. As we conclude, I want to remind you that search engine marketing is a great way to drive traffic to a website for getting more sales leads, making more sales, and for promoting brand awareness. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best in your search engine marketing endeavors.